bar. Introducing first, the fighter from out of the red corner. Wearing the black chip trunks and the black top. She represents Mariah. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brandi. And her from the blue corner, wearing the black trunks and the gold blue top. She represents Warriors Fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Natalie Sacedo. Before the action, there's a brief discussion. Fighters in the middle.
Okay, ladies, what's going tonight? This is the fair fight. Faces over all time. They like fans at all times. You press down right corner. Press down in the corner. Press low. Let's fight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our women's MMA bout of the night. Should be very entertaining. Women tend to put everything out there, and they waste no time getting to it. Natalie gets a big takedown. And mount.
Beautiful takedown.
Oh, she gets taken down and mount. See if Brandi's got something off of her back here, but Natalie's coming out very aggressive. Natalie working that pass. Let's see if she can get some strikes going here.
Striking is an excellent way to get their eyes off of the position so you can move to mount quickly.
Yeah, she's holding a good side control. Looks like she might be trying to work something on Brandi's left arm. No, not much going on there.
This is a good position. She doesn't want to get over anxious here. She should stay nice and patient and keep working the striking.
Yeah, she needs to take Brandi's feet off the cage, and Brandi needs to use that position to get her hips vaulted and try and get a sweep.
And even though there's not much damage going on right now, Brandi needs to have some urgency. She's got to get off her back. Sitting here for any amount of time is just not good.
And the longer you're there holding your opponent's weight, the more tiring it gets.
Now, she's got her feet to the cage, but oftentimes fighters don't actually know how to use that. They get shouted at them during fights, but they've never actually practiced using that to get out.
Yeah, she's trying to hook her head right now, but Natalie's not having any of that. She's keeping good control, good positioning. Looks like she's trying to work an Americana a little bit, but that could be difficult to get from here.
Now, what's interesting is Brandi's trying all of these weird escapes, but she hasn't tried any of the basic, simple escapes. I mean, they're the basic ones, the first ones they teach you for a reason. They're the most consistent.
Yeah, getting her elbow in right here, pushing her hips away and getting the guard, but Natalie's starting to work her way to mount here and see what she's going to try. You got to watch those up kicks, though. And she gets past them, back to knee on belly, a little bit of mount.
Still scrambling, but she definitely has the advantage here.
Yeah, she definitely wants to be on the ground. It's very clear.
It's just where is she going to end up? She's doing a good job defending against the kicks, but that's definitely not a safe position for her right now.
She's got to be careful because anyone can knock anyone out. So those up kicks could just catch one.
Exactly.
But she does a good job moving back down. She's definitely dominating topside. Not doing much damage, but keeping a lot of control. Brandi's trying for that arm bar, but she's losing the head, which eliminates it completely.
An excellent pass by Natalie. Right here, something as simple as just putting your forearm on their face and driving it to the mat. You don't have to strike with it, nothing. You can just press it there, and it's exhausting on the opponent.
Yeah, she's throwing some good knees in there. That's going to wear on Brandi a little bit in the upcoming rounds. Looks like we're going to be going to round number 2 here, and I got to say, I think Natalie pulled this one away. Here we go for round number 2. I think Natalie came out of that first round winning it, and we're going to see what the girls have for us in round 2.
You know, with how poorly that first round went for Brandi, You'd expect her to be a little more patient on her feet, but she comes out swinging hard, and it gets them clinched again.
Yeah, Natalie goes straight in, wasting no time. Looks like she's looking for another takedown. Doing a little bit of cage work here. It's going to be very exhausting for both fighters. Sooner they can either separate or get to the ground, the less energy they expend. And Natalie's going for a little takedown here. See if she can pick that heel.
She's very
Got it. Very good.
Switch.
Very good.
That was excellent technique for that
She
takedown.
passes immediately to half guard.
We've talked about it multiple times tonight, but you're seeing the relentless ground game of Warriors Fitness.
Yeah, holding her up against that cage in half guard. She just needs to start doing some damage of her own, but she's doing great on control. Brandi needs to have more urgency based upon how first and second round have gone. She needs to get up. She's sitting there and waiting a little too long.
The problem is a lot of fighters in these kind of positions, they're not taking any damage, they're not in a submission, so they think they can rest. But with how this fight has progressed, she has to assume she might not be able to get out of here, so she's got to treat it like the fight is ending right now.
Yeah, and in a fight like this, every second counts. Every second she's on her back, it gets worse.
And the thing is, with her on her back, she's getting tired faster than Natalie is, no matter how good her cardio is.
Natalie's wasting no time, though. She's very active. Not too much striking. She's getting some good ones in here now. Not too much striking, but she's very active.
It's
like
very
she's going for an arm bar.
She's
got it really tight, and it's in. It's in.
I don't think she's getting out of this.
Yeah, she's got it really tight. Brandi's fighting hard, though. Natalie needs to get control of the wrist. She lost control of that wrist and let it spin out a little bit, but she's still trying for it.
Well, she looks like she's switching to a triangle. She slips out of it.
And Brandi's on top now. Let's see if she can deal some damage of her own.
And quickly switched it.
Sweep and back on top.
Natalie's making it very clear who's the better grappler right now, and Brandi really, in that situation, should have stepped away and gone back to striking.
Yeah, Natalie's controlling where this fight is, and she's, due to that, controlling how the fight's going. And she's just dominating the ground right now. Landing some strikes now, getting some damage in. Tried some submissions. She's just all around doing very well on the ground.
Natalie's doing a great job taking her time and being patient. The one hit she's having right now is she's leaving just a little bit of space, and that's letting Brandi stop the position progression.
Yeah, moving him out again. Let's see if she can't get something finished this time. Brandi's got to have so much urgency, got to get up. Looks like we're going to be going to round 3, but Natalie again, dominant rounds. Here we go for round number 3 of this women's MMA bout. So far, very impressive performance by Natalie. Dominant ground game. Brandi's on the receiving end of a beating right now. What do you think her corner's got to be telling her to change?
She's got to get aggressive. I mean, even the few moments that she's had an advantage or been on top, she gets a little aggressive, but she kind of gets a little stagnant. She's got to fight like this fight's about to end.
And that's one thing you can take away from this is you see the activity Natalie has. That should be every fighter. Never take a moment. You can be tired. That's going to happen, but keep moving. Keep putting them on the defense, and that's what she's doing. She's controlling how the fight's going, and that's why she's able to win right now. And beautiful takedown again. You can see Brandi's tired, and Natalie's probably going to be imposing her will in this round again.
And that's something a lot of fighters don't realize is it's far less exhausting to be on the offensive. So even though it's hard to get yourself to attack when you're tired, if you can get ahead and start pushing the pace a little bit, even when you're exhausted, it's far easier than having them push you.
Yeah, very good pass. She's passing them out now. Again, she's going for that arm.
It's an excellent switch.
She's got a Kimura option. She's got an armbar option, even a triangle option here. Let's see what she tries to take here.
The biggest issue she could have here is if she hesitates. She's got to choose and choose quickly.
Yeah, she's messing with those. Brandi's got to watch those feet to the head, though. That can be called illegal if it looks like a kick at all.
Right now, I would be telling Natalie she should go back to mount. Stop thinking about the submission as much, even though that might be her comfort zone with how sweaty they are and how tired they are. It's going to be hard to finish. If she posture and just unload a flurry, I'm betting she could get the ref to stop the fight.
There she goes, landing some punches now.
She's doing an excellent job keeping her base. Brandi, you can see, is fighting us with what she's got, but it's just not enough right now.
Yeah, if you can't take anything else from this fight, I mean, if you can take anything, take the fact that Natalie's coming in, debut fight here, and third round, look at the activity. Doesn't matter if she's tired, she doesn't stop moving. And that's super impressive to see. Someone who's determined and willing to do anything. And, Brandi's trying to get out of it right now, but that activity Natalie's showing, it's exhausting. It's hard to keep that pace and fight someone that just won't stop.
Yeah.
Even if it's not always successful, Natalie's trying it. Right again here, she's trying something with the arms. There's no real submission there, but she's swinging. She's trying to get the arms. She's keeping Brandi on her toes, and that's why Brandi hasn't been good out yet.
Well,
she's
doing
constantly having to defend 3-4 things at a time.
It's a relatively safe armbar, but she ends up losing position a little bit.
And here we go. Brandi's starting to get her peeled off a little bit. Let's see if she can do something. Looks like we're going to a decision here. And frankly, I see Natalie winning a very dominant decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, leading the unanimous decision. All three judges scored about 30-27 for your winner. From out of the blue corner, make some noise.